Okay, good afternoon, ladies and gents. Hope everyone is well. It is the 18th of April 2023. If anybody doesn't know, we're trading the S&P 500 futures market. This is the 2000 tick chart. If anybody doesn't know, it just means each one of those bars represents 2,000 trades. So far, so good. Okay, so we've got this. We had the official open. Only a little bit of movement overnight, but we've had this trend, which we've had a break and we've made a new high. So I'm unsure what's going on now, whether we're going to be sort of trending or whether we're ranging. That's the problem. There's not a massive amount of volume through this morning. Hey, Roger, how you doing? Indy, how are you? So, yeah, not sure what's going on at the moment. We've had a break and we've had a push up and a new high. Trying to go high once. Let's see whether we do go higher, indeed, maybe turn into a bigger range channel, or indeed we come down in some form of a range, but it's hard to say. So not a bad day yesterday. Did a couple of trades yesterday, 2 trades, 2 wins, all good. Accounts are starting to build up nice. Quick glimpse there. There's the PA account. So we're about halfway there before we hit that 2600 golden mark where we can start to withdraw. That one, I've got about another $1,100 to sort that PA account. That'll be 2, and I've got another 4 more evaluations. Started yesterday, up quite nice, so all good so far. So I hope everyone had a good day yesterday. As I say, it worked out for me quite nice yesterday, but it's just trying to find that level of patience, and that it's all about finding trades, good quality trades. The trouble is, it's a grey area. You know, you got to wait for a good setup. How good of a setup does it need to be? Because trading isn't black and white, and that's the downside. That it is such a grey area, but that's where time and experience comes in. So there you go. So let's see how we get on today. Market is due to open in about 7 minutes. I don't usually come on stream usually I'm a little bit early actually, but I'm sat in front of my computer, so I thought I was. Stunning day in the UK today. It's warming up nicely. Beautiful sunny day. Like 14 degrees C outside. Not hugely warm, but it's nice. It's nice and still. So we're headed in the right direction anyway. Starting to get lighter nights. So hopefully saying goodbye to the colder months. So, okay, let's see how we get on anyway. As I say, market's due to open in just under, just over 6 minutes. So if anybody has got cryptos, nice. Bitcoin's pumping at the moment. I bought some more this morning. I bought another 10 Solana this morning. I don't know if anybody's got cryptos, but now at the moment seems a good time to start buying in. I've got some HBAR, some Solana, a little bit of Shiba Inu, some Cardano, and I've got a little bit of Saitama as well, project I got into which took a bit of a nosedive but is recovered nice last year. So hopefully Bitcoin's at the highest it's been now for a long time. So if I'm looking back over the last, the last sort of, where are we, since November, where we seem to bottom out at around about $15,000, and we've over doubled that now. So that's looking nice anyway. We just got our second winter here. Where are you? Remind me, Indy. Remind me where you are. Second winter. You're not in Canada, are you? Have we talked about that before? I'm not sure. Stefan, how you doing, buddy? Where are you again, Indy? Are you Canada? I can't think now. Second winter. Okay, so I'm not sure whether this is ranging a little bit here or not. We've got 3 bars stacked up, so let's just draw that there like that. So that seems to be beautiful. Body, touch. Okay. Maybe a little small range area. Indiana. Oh, in the US. Indiana in the US. I got you. I had to look then. Good, thanks. How about you? I'm not too bad at all, Stefan. I'm in quite a good place at the moment. We all have different things going on in our trading journey, don't we? At the moment, things are okay. I feel nice and positive. The accounts are building nicely. I'm in a good place at the moment, and I just hope that's going to last, because it is a journey of ups and downs, and hopefully the ups will be more and the downs will be less. So we'll see anyway. I'm not trying to think about it too much, but excuse me. What I will say is, if you're taking good quality trades and you've managed to find that bit of patience, things just do get a bit better. I know people, it sounds easy, we'll just take good quality trades. It doesn't quite work that way. It's a little bit tougher, but only if life was that simple. But let's have a look at that. Yeah, nice channel there. We had one leg, 2 legs back. We had that one, which was only really a tick up of a doji. Now, the trouble with that is it could tick up a bit and come down, because we got, maybe I tend to look at these like this. These legs play a massive part. So we got one leg down there, and I'll expect another leg to get down there before I think about taking that. Having said that, it did work. Missed most of it yesterday's stream. How was it? It was okay, mate. I did 2 trades yesterday, both winners. I got into a trade early before the market opened, and it went a bit sideways, so I got out for $75. Second one, I took 2 3/4 points, so I was about $315 after fees at the end of the day. So it wasn't a bad day, actually. I got 6 accounts on the go, so when you multiply it by that, it doesn't sound too bad, does it? So yeah, so all good. So yeah, we got this one leg down. I expected something else. If that bar touched this and ended up bullish, then I'd have been interested in that. But it's just a little bit too up for me, a little bit too high away from the EMA. The frustrating thing is sometimes it doesn't come back to it and rockets off. Sometimes it comes back to it and rockets off. So you just don't know. I've been caught in trades like that before. They've ticked up a bit, come down back to here, and then gone right in the direction you expect them to. So that's the frustrating thing. Awesome. Yeah, thanks, mate. Yeah, everything's good at the moment. I'm in a good place, so all's well. All's well. So where are we now? 28 and 12 seconds. So we're a minute away. So prices are holding around this line at the moment. So whether we're going to go up more, or whether we're just going to flit around this area for a bit, or whether we're going to break down, I've got no idea at the moment. That's the trouble, is because there's not a massive amount of price action. It's hard to figure out what's going on at the moment. We've clearly had a push up. Maybe we're going to continue some more, may turn into something like this. Anything's possible, really, but it's too early to start thinking about that. But that's why it's a little bit difficult to pick your trades at the moment. Now, there is a second entry long there, which is a very small bar. What is it? It's a lot bigger than I thought. Oh, the ATR. Okay. 2. So it's 1.5 points. So it's not massive, actually. Tick above, tick below, 2 points. And it's right at the bottom as well. It may push up to here, but it's hard to say at the moment. It is a second entry long, and it's a small risk. But I prefer them when they push out there and sit on that line. I do. I seem to have more luck. That's a name I don't recognise. Lalit Giri. I haven't heard of that name. Lalit Giri. I'm not sure if we've spoke before. Remind me, where are you from? How long have you been trading for? I'm guessing we know. Coming up 2.5 years, I have. But I've been trading this style, max price action trading system, for coming up 2 years. 2 years, end of May. So, okay, market's officially open now. And if you did take that one, you've just been shafted, which is why I left it alone. You just don't know at the moment. So, are we coming down or are we pushing up? It's so hard to say at the moment. Market is pushing down. So, if that ended up bullish, who knows? Trouble is, at the moment, we've had this break. We've had a new high. So, it could come down. It might go up again. It's just so hard to trade at the moment. So I'm short. Are you short? Are you? Yeah. We've gone a bit sideways here, so I'm not I'm not sure what I'm expecting. So that triangle 1 strike, so it's actually a failure. That is. Trouble is, it's not far from the bottom, and it has been respecting prices. Okay, that seems to have made the decision for us. Let's do that like that. Okay. Okay, so we've had that channel. We've had a break. 1, 2 pushes up to a new high, and we seem to be working down. We've pushed now under the EMA. So whether we are having a couple of legs and push higher or not, who knows? Or whether we're coming back and indeed we've got some form of a range. So, but I'm not 100% sure. So who else we got in this morning? Hey DJ, how you doing, matey? Is your good lady? Yes, she is. Good afternoon, Lance and all. Yeah, hope everyone's okay. Excellent. Lalit Geary, Australia. Okay. Now, I don't mean to be rude. Are you a male or female? That name isn't. It's a tough one, isn't it? And if you are a male, I'm going to slaughter you with cricket. I'm a big cricket nut, so as you're from Australia, I'm pretty sure you might be as well. And we've got the Ashes competition coming up soon, so expect a hard time. No, I'm only kidding. I'm only joking. You're short. Yeah, okay. So where do you go short? 4198, right at the top. Oh, that one there. Okay. Are you a male? Okay, I thought you might be. Are you a cricket fan or not? In fact, the last few Australians I spoke to on this stream aren't cricket fans, but I am. Yeah, okay. So you've had that break. You've pushed up and you took the lower high. So, yeah. So where are you? Here, aren't you? So you are up to about 6 points at the moment. It's hard to know what to do with that. I'd expect it to possibly retest. You've got the EMA, the bottom of that channel, and at the bottom of that range and the channel. So I'd expect it to maybe come up and retest this top. But it's hard to say. You don't know whether you've got a couple of legs. 1 leg, 2 legs, and another push up. I'm a bit uncertain, but I'd expect it to retest up here somewhere. Let's have a look. We may have something like that, possibly. And if we have, it's made it to the nearest tick. A couple of legs down. So, what else we got? Yeah. Might be an overshoot that, but I'm not convinced. So I'm just going to pull that down a tad. So yeah, we've had a couple of legs. So maybe we're going to retest this and come down, or maybe we're going to push up. Not sure at the moment. Don't forget, guys, that 90% off finishes oh no, tell a lie, 20th, day after tomorrow. I had a bunch of those yesterday, so if anybody used that code yesterday, it's much appreciated. We've got a bit of sideways here. Okay, so if it does retest this, okay. Interesting. Yeah, see, the trouble is, it's hard to tell at the moment where this is going. It may be a second entry short and come down, or it may push. It's hard to know, see, whether we are in a range break, new high, range break, new low. It's just unclear at the moment. See, it might be just a pullback, might be a pullback, might be a pullback. Who knows? Not a cricket fan, too busy with work and trading, fair enough. But I like to watch it. I guess sometime, yeah. Good on you, mate. Yeah, trading. To be fair, I haven't watched much this year. At all, really. I know we've got the Ashes coming up in a couple of months, but I haven't watched a lot. Yeah, I guess trading takes over a little bit, doesn't it? Okay, so there's a second entry short there, which is triggered. I'd be a bit nervous about that personally, but let's see. It might come down. I don't like the way it's just touched this. It's hard to say. I prefer the body's sat under here really, so we'll see. But it is a second entry short. Trouble is as well, when it does do this, it often goes sideways until it seems to fit right under there and then drops. I've got a feeling it might take that out. If it doesn't, it might sit below it, and then that might be a lower high worth going. But this seems to be a bit of a break, which tells me that may be an overshoot there. So I'm going to play the safe game and say that's an overshoot. So this will be interesting. So we've got a new low here, trying to go low on, try to go twice, failure. So that is triggered. So I'm going to get a sell order submitted because that is a lower high, and there's going to be. Let me have a look. No. Oh, interesting. That's still triggered. Try to go low on, try to go twice. The failure is still triggered. If it gets below here, and then it might come down. That's a lower high, but I don't like the bar. So I'm just going to have to sit tight there. But it is an overshoot. That means it could go in the other direction, so it could move up. See what happens.
Order cancelled. Order submitted.
No, I'm going to have to stay out of this, I think. I'd like to say that failure, if it ticks below, it might take out some shorts, some possible long. The trouble is there's not much distance to the lows. There's barely a point. So it's too risky doing that. So let's cancel that.
Order cancelled.
It's also possible we could have a leg up, leg down there. So the way we've pushed down and gone sideways, if it can get nicely under there, maybe a failure, then I'd think about going short because we may get another leg. So let's get an order ready.
Order submitted.
If it fits nice under there, it's a failure. High, try to go once, try to go twice. Right, let's see if that comes down bearish. Hey Nick, how you doing? Sorry, mate, I didn't see it there. I'm hearing high level lance. What does that mean? High level lance. Oh, we got a bit of a jump there. Let's have a look. Okay, so is this going to retest the bottom of this and then come down? Okay, it's going to be, if we do have something, it's going to be a lower high. So we've had a break, we've had a push down, and we've had a break. That looks to me like two legs up. Let's have a look. One leg, two legs. I might take this. Now let's play the safe game. Wait for the lower high. As it comes below the EMA. No, doji. In tune with the market. You think so, do you? You got more faith in me than I have, mate. Yeah, sometimes you just seem to, don't you? But I don't know whether I have or not. I'll soon tell if I win. If I win my first trade. I don't know. It's hard to say what's happening here, but I like the way it's pushed up and touched there. It's going to be a lower high if we're going to get something. Because that is a bit of an overshoot, so I've got to treat it as an overshoot, which means it could come back this way and go off in that direction. Or it could come down. It's hard to say. Let's have a look. Might just, it looks like one of those areas where it may just absolutely tank down here. Let's see. You know when you get a feeling about something? See, if I was a gambling man, I'd put a sell order under that bar there. But today I'm not a gambling man. Let's just move that out of the way just in case. Interesting. Yeah, if I was a gambling man, I'd put a short order right under there. See how this finishes. If it breaks, if it stays below there, it's trying to push up there twice. Oh, interesting. Yeah, my order would still stay under there. If it does come down, breaks below there, I think there might be a good chance it's coming down then. But I think, you know, when you see these things again and again and again, and you see areas like this where sometimes they just quickly drop or quickly push up, whatever. Soon to see how in tune with the market I am if it moves quick. But I still like the trade under there, but I'm not going to take it. It's a risky one. But you know, when you get these feelings. That's where my order will be. Big bearish bar there.
Order cancelled.
Anyway, so okay, so we've had a push up, try go on. So possible failure. I don't know. I just don't like the fact that it's struggling to get up here, and we haven't made a new low from this. We have had a bit of an overshoot quite lightly, which it could mean it goes off in that direction. Shall see. There's definitely some resistance there. You can clearly see it there with the support that side of it. So it might push through. It looks like it's trying to. So you may have gone short there. No, forget it. Come on, Bitcoin, get up. Ooh. Okay, so that's where I put my order. See what happens. If it breaks below here, I'd say it's coming down. Okay, that would have triggered my trade. So, matching low, so try go low once, try go low twice, failure. Let's see if it triggers. I'd say it's coming down personally, but I might be wrong. I'd prefer it to break above there, but I'd say it's coming down. especially the way we've had a break and it's retested this a bunch of times. It might push through, but see. I'd prefer that one to get triggered. That bar there. And if it doesn't comes down, it really sounds like I know what I'm talking about. That's why I make these predictions, because when I'm right, it makes me look good. Let's have a look. It might just shoot up now. That okay, so it's retested that a bunch of times. So now there's going to be some longs traded there, I reckon. So we got a matching low here. So you recount that. Try to go low once, try to go low twice, fairly, which is triggered. Interesting. Yeah, I think it's coming down personally. We'll soon see. But I wouldn't like to be in that trade now. Although the position of it looks good. Yeah, I think it might go up now, actually. Now that's broken above there. There'll definitely be some shorts in there, I'd say. So if we can get above there, that's the ticket up, I'd say. Still don't think it'll go up, though, personally, but we'll see. Now I do. It's definitely looking bullish now. Let's have a look. It's looking bullish now. I'm tempted to go long in there. I am. See, it's a failure, and it's really trying. I think if it gets above there, I'm not going to, though, because it is a bit riskier, but I do like the setup now. Okay, so that would have worked. What you got off it? How far it'll go up, I don't know. Okay, point and a half, point and a quarter, something like that. If it gets above there, then it'll take out any possible shorts in that failure. Yeah, I think that's going to push up, I do. That. It could come crashing down and take out any longs. But it is looking bullish in my opinion now. Once we get above there, I think things will get a bit easier. Do you have any videos about yourself? What time frame you trade? To be honest with you, mate, the best thing I can tell you to do is I learnt this from Mac. And Mac is a trader that's been trading this style for about 27 years, maybe more. Okay, yeah, it's definitely bullish. And if you want to learn this, I'd say join his group. Now, you're going to be surprised when I tell you how cheap it is. It's $125 for a year. What I'll do is I'll quickly jump onto the website. I've been learning this for coming up 2 years now, and I'd say majority of other people on this stream, and you're welcome to ask anybody else what they think of this. This is it here. I'm going to drag the website in. That's it there. Yeah, there's dozens and dozens of videos. There's all sorts of stuff on it. Different indicators that you can use, but there's loads of stuff on it, loads of videos explaining everything, and it's $125 to join it for a year. So priceactiontradingsystem.com. A lovely guy, and if you want to know who he is and a little bit about him, if you go onto YouTube and type in Price Action Trading, he's got well over 2,000 videos going back about 13 years, and every Monday to Thursday he posts a video talking about all the trades for the day. So that's where I learnt this. Now, I'm not a natural teacher. I'm doing this just to help me, but teaching is not my best thing, and I haven't been doing it long enough to teach anyway, but I definitely recommend Mac. He's a lovely guy, and it's the best value course I've ever seen. So that's what I would suggest. So there you go. Don't worry about asking stupid questions, mate. I've asked millions of them. Okay, now I think this is going to drop and take out any longs here, personally. Okay, I thought that might happen. Because we have had this downtrend and we've had a break. We haven't had a new low from it. And when we go sideways, we usually do. But I just don't know, something just... That's what I never got in here. It came back and gave me a limit order. And it looked bullish and it went up maybe 2.5, 3 points. But something about it I just didn't like. So interesting. So that took out, where would you have traded? There, I'd say. There may be some longs in there once that broke above there, but something just didn't feel right. And whenever it doesn't feel right, I tend to just leave it alone. Thanks. Thank you for honesty. It's all right, mate. Anytime. But that's how I learned. Because I started trading currency with a guy called Andrew Lockwood, who's in the UK. He started in the 1980s in the London Stock Exchange, trading for some of the big city banks and investment banks. And then I just saw a couple of guys trading this style, and I liked it because it's one chart, one time frame, and that's it. But for 125, there's so much you can pay for courses, and I know there's another girl in the UK, who streams trading, and she paid nearly $3,000 for a course with Warrior Trading. So you can spend an awful lot of money, but $125, there's just no risk there. And when you get the hang of this and you learn to do it well, it's incredibly accurate. This is the purest form of trading, price action trading, purely reading the market. The only indicator we use is that, which is the 21-day exponential moving averages, and the rest are just literally a bunch of lines and channels. That's it. No other indicators whatsoever. It's the sort of purest form of trading. You can trade on one screen. You don't need multiple screens. It's pretty straightforward. It's about as basic as you can get, really. So there you go. That's my opinion. You won't go wrong with Mac. I shit you not. Speak to anybody on here. Anybody will tell you. I know Nick's been trading Mac for years. Who else? I think most of the guys on here are traded with Mac. But yeah, get over to YouTube. Type in price action trading, and he's a guy from the south, so he's got a big southern accent, but he's a lovely guy, very experienced. So now let's see if we're going to get a couple of legs down here. One leg, two legs. I would say possibly. Now, if we can get maybe a lower high here, I may be interested in taking that. So we've had a push down. We've had a break. 1, 2 pushes up. Doesn't look like there's any type of a bigger trade because this is almost level with this. I'd say this is looking bearish to me. But that's as bearish a bar as you could really take, but it's just too far from the EMA, so it's just a bit risky. And I would expect something like that. So there's my target down there, and it's looking like it's on its way. That's the frustrating thing, really. I mean, just with this, the push down, we've had this channel, we've had a break. 1, 2 pushes up to a new high. That's played out. We've clearly come down, and we've had a break of it. I'd expect another low. It's a retrace. It's back up. So we've had that one leg down. I'd expect the same. Unfortunately, there wasn't even a second entry really. There wasn't even a lower high there. That was about probably as bearish as there was, and I don't know. You may have taken that, but it's just that's a bit risky, that. But I do expect to come down, so we'll see. Yeah, that's why I love it about one chart. Yeah, absolutely. See, when I started trading currency, I bought 4 screens, and to be honest with you need them because, you know, I used to have one screen with any particular charts or currency pairs I was looking at the time that might have had trends. I had one screen with any trades I had running at the time. I had another screen looking at all the majors, one screen looking at all the minors. And then obviously I had another screen broken up and I was looking at any type of news events or anything like that. So you got a lot of screens when you're trading currency, and it is a pain. You spend most of your time looking at different charts and screens, and then you got, if the style I was trading the hour candle, and I used a 4 hour as an anchor. So I had the hour and the 4 hour. It was just a pain in the arse of it. It might work for some, but currency traders I know work long hours. But this, I do 3 hours a day maximum. That's it. And I'm probably one of the longest traders on here. I know about 3 other streamers, and they don't trade 3 hours. So this type of strategy, really, because it's more scalping, it's quite quick move, and it can be quite stressful. So, okay. I reckon there'll be some longs there, which is triggered. So I'd say once that breaks below that green candle there, this is our way down. So I like this because it is quite stressful, but requires a lot of quick thinking, and I'm quite a wired person. My sort of brain works on about 3 times speed. So it kind of suits my personality, this. I think some people suit being swing traders that, they might be more longer term methodical thinkers and planners who've got the patience, but I can't sit there for a month or a couple of weeks or days and watching trades. It just doesn't interest me. Okay, so that did what I thought it may do. So I would say this is my target down here. We had that one leg. 2 legs. Yeah, and that would coincide with this if it is a channel. It's probably a bit too early, this, because one push down. That's all it is at the moment. 1 leg, 2 legs. It's not, doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be in a channel. But okay, beautiful. That's played out. So if I had a second entry there, or any type of, there was a bit of something, but just, I'm not sure about that. It's not the best setup in the world, but it worked. Even if you'd have put your order below there, because I pretty much guess there's going to be some long trades in there, and then it came down pretty sharpish. So I would say now, based on that, it's likely going to be a range day, certainly for a while, maybe. So let's get rid of this. What is that? What is that? Come on. Let's put that at the bottom. Okay, there is some congestion around this area, so I'm guessing this may be where it slows up. Okay. Top of the day to you, Jonathan. How are you doing, mate? How are you doing? Who have I missed? Oh, look, made my paycheck. Good for you, Indy. Close your eyes. I'm about to do the hippie naked dance. Good on you, mate. Nice when you earn some money in it. It is a nice feeling. Makes you feel like all the work was for, was worth something, wasn't it? Nothing worse than putting money in, and it is nice when you get some out, I gotta say. Yeah, it's a nice feeling. In fact, my first payment I had in January, was it? January. And I printed the certificate out the other day. I hadn't, just to sort of remind me, really. Yeah. $2,000 approved on the 6th of January. And then I messed it up, which is going to happen, I think. It does happen. That's life. Hopefully, another couple of weeks, I should have another payment, I think. But it is, you're going to blow it a little bit. You're going to blow a bunch of evaluations, and then you're going to blow a bunch of PAs, and then you'll make a PA, you'll get a payment, and then you might blow a few more, then you'll make a couple of payments. But I believe you just get closer and closer. You've got to experience it. You can't go from earning nothing to earning $20,000 a month. Your nerves wouldn't allow it. You've got to do it slowly. Most of us, the thought of $20,000 to $40,000 a month it's a bit of a dream, really, isn't it? Can you really do that? Does that make sense? Surely not. We've had loads of stories, haven't we? But and then once you make a bit of money, then you lose a bit, then you make a bit, then you lose a bit, and you slowly get closer and closer. And then sort of, I suppose it's reality starts to kick in, and you think, actually, I'm doing it. I'm out on one contract with 15 points, leaving a runner. So I'm guessing, where'd you go from up here somewhere? 15 points. Let's have a look. Where are you? 15 points. Where are you? You're up here somewhere, aren't you? 15 points. You must be near the top. 15 points. You might be near the top somewhere. So, looks like a bit of a break, that. Now, there is a bit of congestion now, so I expect it to go a little bit sideways here. So we've had this channel. I think it's fair to say, it's safe to say there's a break. Now, it might not be, but I've taken shorts here before, thinking we haven't had a break yet, and then when I've adjusted my chart, there's been a small break. So I always like to play the safe game and to say this has played out. So don't continue to think short, because when it's played out, it may then go in the other direction. And the trouble is, if I'm doing that there like that, it might be. But then it might come up here a bit, and you might think, oh, short. And what's happened? It's already had a break, and it's off in the direction. So I always like to leave it there. Just keep it in mind that we have technically had a break. Now, the break only needs to be tiny. It's been tiny in the past before, but it's just a safer to think that. For the top here, I'm going to say, good on you, mate. Good on you. Now it's going to stall here a little bit. It's going to go a bit sideways because there's clearly some congestion there, and there was the day before, so I expected a little bit of sideways here. So whether we're going to go up or come down some more, I'm not sure, but personally, I'll be thinking about taking profits here. Okay, so interesting. Oh, hello. I think you're going to get more than 15 points here, so that could be like that. Now it's continued to go down. Yeah, that looks okay, actually. So there was 3 bars there. I thought there might have been a little bit more, and then it's pushed straight through this. So there is still a bit of congestion around here. So where are we going to go now? Well, someone took that short. Good on you, yeah. Let's have a look. So you may have taken that one, see. Trouble is, all we've had is this push up and a break and a new high. If we're going to continue the uptrend, see, it may come back to the EMA and then push up higher. So I'd rather give it a little bit of time to, at that time, I don't know whether we're in a range or whether we're in a bigger trend. But at least now I know we've gone up and we've come down. So chances are we may Be doing a bit of sideways stuff. Now, this is what I mean about this break. Now, if I had my channel drawn like that, which I'm not saying it's not, it could be. I'm thinking this is the first break. So I'm thinking about going short, and I've done that before, and it triggered me and carried on going up, and I'm like, and then someone's pointed out first two swings, so there's your first one, and there's your second one, which is there. So actually it has broken a bit, and I've been caught out on channels that have just had a tiny push out, 2 pushes down, and gone off in that direction, and the first chance I have of going short, and I'm not saying that's the fact, but all it does now, it just makes me aware when we get a big trend like this to be accurate with my with my channel, because I've got to be aware that, you know, we may come down and people may include that, but to me the safest option is to say we've had a break and we've had a couple of pushes down, so let's see what happens. Okay, so you've got a short-term trend channel there. Yeah, see, I'd rather just leave this alone and just watch and learn and just see. So let's have a look. Okay, you could call that a small break and a new high. Personally, I'm a bit nervous. I'm not saying it's not going to come down. It probably will, but I'm rather erring on the side of caution and saying it could be that we've already had a break and that's played out. Breaks aren't always as obvious as that. So, stopped out. Oh, good on you, mate. At least you're down here somewhere, I'm assuming, wouldn't you? Yeah, that's what I was thinking about, taking profits around here. But by the sounds things, you're around here anyway, so that's all right. That spot on. Spot on. Okay, let's see what's going on here. I'm not taking a trade wherever it happens, I don't think. So, I'd say there's probably going to be some shorts in there, and that's triggered. Now it's come back up. So it could go off in this direction. It might trigger you, come back down a bit, and then push up. I've been taken out of trades so many times like that. Okay, possible second entry short. Same again, I'm a little bit nervous about this. I'm not saying it's not going to. I'd say it's more likely it will, but it's not a big enough percentage that it will to get me interested in it, really, because, I mean, if I'm going to be accurate with that, let's put it, say, there, and it touches and touches, but it is out half a bar, and there again and there again. So, see what I mean? So if you did take that one and we had a short-term trend channel, we had a break, not a massive break, and made a new high, and it still might come down. But I like to err on the side of caution and say we have had a break, so that channel has played out. So then the good chance it's going to go off in that direction. So we'll see. But I'm still not convinced it hasn't done something like this and made 2 legs, 1 leg, 2 leg, and then come down, which it still may do. Yeah, it is possible we could have 1 leg, 2 leg, and then come down. But the safest option, so if you took that one, and many times I'd have taken that bar, many times. Okay, so we've got a first entry, second entry, possible fail second entry short. See what happens, see if that triggers, or see if it does come down. See if that triggers. Now you might wait for that to trigger, 1 tick, and then it might push down and give you a lower high. I'll get rid of this now. So push up, Back, push up again. So, yeah, possible failed second entry short. Let's see if this finishes bullish or above the EMA and see if it triggers. If it triggers and comes down and stops that out, that might give you the lower high, and it may come down lower then. See what happens. Okay, I'm thinking it may come down now. Trouble is, there's no entry there. If you took that entry, trigger just stopped you out, pushed up, came down anyway. That's the trouble when you get this. You've got to be so careful about. It's surprising how accurate these need to be, really. If they're slightly out and you misjudge it, I've been taken out with so many trades. If that fitted perfectly, I'd be inclined to take that. Although I'm not a fan when you've got a short-term trend. But technically, it has broken out of it and pushed up and made a new high. I prefer it closer, but it might still go up. So yeah, if you took that, got triggered and stopped out. So let's see if this... Yeah, it's just risky at the moment. That's triggered. You may take that as your failure. Failed second entry short, which is triggered. See what happens, see if that pushes down or comes out. Trouble is, if you wait down here and take your trade, you've only got a couple of points in the bottom, if that. Yeah, this has got alarm bells, this has for me. And usually when there's a bit of uncertainty, it goes like that for a bit. So that might happen. $80.50 is yesterday's high. I think I've got, let's have a look, yeah, there. Oh no, here isn't it? Yeah. Actually, I haven't put the open, have I? Okay, so, interesting. Let's have a look at this. To me, it's a little bit congested here, but there is a failure there, which is triggered, so it might go up, or it might, it's triggered it, might come down now. That might be a lower high. Let's have a look. Push up, break, new high. Yeah, I'm staying out of this. It's looking like it's going a bit sideways to me. I haven't put my market open. Let's have a look. There we go. Where are we? There. Drop, isn't it? Okay. Locked. Template. Load. Okay, I just wanted to put the open, that's all. Actually, it's not quite, is it? It's there. Perfect. Block. Excellent. Okay. Where are we? Yeah, it's going a bit sideways, I thought it may do. But it is like 2 legs. It's not a measured move, that's a little bit longer. But I'd say now, from what I'm saying, it's probably likely going to come down. There'll be some shorts in there, some longs in there. I doubt. I don't doubt. So it does look like we're moving down, I think. But trading gods across, yeah, they are. Yeah, nothing there really, is there? Yeah. So, possible second entry long to go higher. It may go higher. There's probably some shorts in there trapped. That's a second entry long, but the EMA is flat at the moment, so it could go up, could come down. I think it's likely going to go up. If this finishes really bullish, as soon as it breaks above there, there may be some shorts there, so that's a second entry long. So I'm now thinking this might push up now, but I'm not convinced enough to trade it. That's a nice bullish bar, but there's 3 bars back to back there, but it's a second entry long, and we've had a break. We've tried to go lower once, tried to go lower twice. It's a higher low and a second entry long. So my feeling is now it's more likely going to go up than not. So, but I'm not convinced enough to trade it. So I'd say 1 leg, 2 legs. Now that's broken above there. No, it hasn't. No, it has. So now my thoughts are up. But I'm not confident enough to trade on it. So just going what I'm seeing. We've had a push up. We've had a break. We've tried to come down. It hasn't worked. Tried to come down again. Higher low. Nice bullish bar. It's broken above that possible lower high, which is triggered. So I'd say my thoughts are out the top now. Which time frame are you using? It's the 2000 tick chart. Mostly you'll be used to the 1 minute, 5 minute, 1 hour a day, that sort of stuff. But the reason they use this is supposed to be more accurate. And all the 2000 ticks are, if you don't know, is 2000 trades. So each one of these bars represent 2000 trades. So it's deemed to be more detailed as far as I've been told. But that's what Mac trades, and that's all part of the system. Yeah, so there you go. Okay, it's definitely going sideways. I thought it might do when we had this. So where are we going up? I think we're going up at the moment. Although we may make a new low, but the trouble is I've seen this before. Traders go long there. Traders go long there. They're all triggering all of a sudden, wham. And it does this all the time. Drags in long traders. So try to go low once, try to go low twice, failure. Long traders in there. Higher low, nice big bearish bar, second entry long, traders in there. So there's 2 lots of stops there, stops above, stops below there, stops below there. So that might just come and tank. That's why I tend to not get into these in ranges. I'll let, especially ranges this, I mean, normally the way to trade ranges is you short the tops and buy the bottoms, but this is about 2.5 points from the top to the bottom, so it's just not worth it. Dan pointed out we fill the gap from yesterday's close. Maybe we go higher now. I'm thinking higher at the moment, which is why I've got that. I've just gone off this bearish, but I've been in trades like that before, thinking we're now going higher, and they come down and wham. So, so you just never know. When this happens and it goes sideways, especially when there's not much distance from top to bottom, I just usually let it play out and then. Okay, so possible failed second entry short. So this could be trap set at this. You got long traders in there. You got long traders in here. Any short traders there got trapped. If this finishes bullish, you're probably going to have long traders in there which get trapped. So you're going to have 1 lot of traders, 2 lots of traders, 3 lots of traders going long. Obviously depends on this, but this could just come down like that quick. What do you think of Inner Circle? Oh shit! You mentioned it yesterday, didn't you? I forgot all about it. I took 2 photos as well, if I remember. Let me have a look. I took 2 photos. I'll tell you where they are. Hi mate, you ever looked into Inner Circle Traders videos? If so, what do you think? Next one I took, you mentioned all 3 videos. Mate, you need to look completely changed my life. Have you looked only 2002 YouTube mentorship? So I did take photos. I forgot all about it, mate, to be fair. I went downstairs, had tea yesterday, and forgot about it, but I'll remember tonight. In fact, I'll write it down. I'll write it down because I like to look into anything that will help me. Okay, in a circle. Sorted. Okay, I've got that on my desk. I won't forget. Sorry, mate, I forgot all about it. I went downstairs, had tea last night, and that. Yeah, I'd say this is probably going up now. Triangle that one, triangulatize failure triggered. Or it's going to be a massive trap. Because there'll be longs there, and longs above there. I can't see where there's going to be shorts. Maybe some there, I don't know. I'd say there's more longs trapped than shorts, so hopefully there's enough longs in there it'd push up. Once it gets above here, I think you're all right. Oh, there we go. That looks like a possible relative. If you break up here and then come back, then I'll be interested in taking longs off here, but let's remove that for now. One leg, two legs. That is a failure. Kind of wish I'd have got in here. But, like I said before, I've been in trades like this before, and all of a sudden, wham. So I'm a bit nervous. It is still sideways. I'm a bit nervous. It has hit this point and come down, so it could just come down and take out longs. But there are some possible shorts trapped there. So there are times where I may just jump in now with a long trade and put my stopper point down and just take a chance. But I've given up doing that because it's scrappy and I don't like getting into scrappy trades. It gets me into bad habits. But I would say it's likely it's going to go up. But I've been in these before where they've just gone wham and taken out 3 lots of trades. And I've just got a bad feeling. I remember what's in particular. Yeah, it does it now and again, and it's just, especially when it starts to go very slow like this, and all of a sudden it'll go drop, and then it'll take out a rock of them. But especially the bit that made me nervous is when I saw that come up and then come down and close sort of a tick or so off. If we get below here, that'll take out some. If we get below here, that'll take out some more. See, if you look at that, let's look at this now. There's a triple test there. There's a triple test. So that's interesting, and that's triggered. So it's a possible triple test, so that may come down. If it breaks above here, then I think we're okay, but I'm just not confident at the moment. Once, twice, 3 times ended up more or less bearish. People call that a doji, but it's a tick off a brilliant bar. EMA's flat. I'd say some traders will be thinking we need to have a new low after this. Other traders will be thinking we've already had a break. That's why, because of this, it may contribute to it going a bit sideways for a bit. I want long, I think, yes. Yeah, I think this is coming down. I do now. It's also a failure. Let's see. Oh, I'm so tempted to jump in there. I'm not going to. But I think this is going to come down and come down pretty quick. Could go either way. But if it does come down, it's coming down below here. Yeah, I thought as much. Yeah, below here. But it might just still be in this range. There we go. I thought that was going to happen. That's the trouble, see. You get you might have longs in there, longs in there, longs in there, longs in the failure. There's so much. That's why I stayed out of it. Looks like it's trying to go, but look at that. You can almost tell that was going to happen because sometimes when there's that much longs in there, it just goes wham. 8 to watch that, yeah. And you know the frustrating thing is as well, if you're in a long there or long there, it comes down that quick, you might have a 3-point stop. But I've been taken out for 5 points. It goes through your stop that quick. By the time it triggers, it's taking you out for an extra couple of ticks. That's why when I see that very slow like that, I stay out now because I've been caught out. I said it may happen, and it did. So the decision to get out, because I did consider going in there and look at that. It went up maybe 3/4 of a point. But the triple test got me thinking this might be the way down, and then we had this one. I was tempted to put a stop, an order in there, but I see these happening quite often, but I'm not experienced enough to trade them really, which is why I just hate to see them. But if I did take that, I'd have probably put my order down there. My what's it down there? Which would have given me a few points maybe, but it did drop down quick, didn't it? And that's the danger really. I hate it when it does that and you're getting trades slow moving, because the longer they seem to take and the slower they go, the more violently they tend to act. So we may end up. So right, we're testing this bot now. We may end up having some form of a channel day. Who knows? Yeah, frustrating thing is, if you'd have been, I think you're okay there. You got taken out there, but if you were in that long there, it moved down that quick. Your stop may not have been activated to somewhere down here, and that's the frustrating thing. So straight away, you've lost an extra 2 points, and that's why I hate getting stuck in those ones. It just goes to show that I'm learning, because I identified where it may happen. I didn't like it. Something didn't feel right. Lots of longs getting triggered in. And I could, maybe 6 months ago, I'd have likely been one of them. But now I noticed the times, I noticed the patterns when something doesn't look right. And that feeling, and that feeling I had and the decision I made was just down to experience, having it happen to you. And I did right. But just because I had that, still didn't have the confidence to go short there. But a more experienced trader might have seen that and think, yeah, damn, I'm going long there. But there wasn't a lot of shorts in there. You could tell, not a great place to go short. Nothing there really to go short. You may have gone short there, but there's longs there. There's going to be longs there. There are definitely going to be longs there. The failure, there'll be longs there. So there's 3 lots of longs there straight away, which is not a great deal here. That's why it shot down here and stopped about here. So it took out, obviously, the majority, and we're trying to get low one strike. That was the first failure. Traders are in there, and you're thinking one leg up, we're coming up here, so we'll stay in there. High or low, great. It's confirmed, so I may even put another order there. Failure, definitely confirmed. We're definitely going up. We've got a second entry long, a failure, another failure down here. There's going to be loads of longs in here. We're definitely going up, and then look what happens. Wham. So it just goes to show I'm paying attention. But it does at least tell you that you're gaining experience and you're noticing times where these things happen. But the more frustrating thing is, rather than getting taken out, you always get taken out for more points than you think. That was the big one, wasn't it? So if your stop would be here, wouldn't it? So what was your so what was that? 1.75. It's 2 1/4 points with your stop. So you're risking 2 1/4 points there. I wouldn't be shocked if you got taken out 3 1/4 for about 4 points there, maybe a touch more. In fact, it probably came down to here. I wouldn't be shocked if you got taken out for an extra couple of points there. And that's that frustrating thing is. Fact, right, I'm just going to take a quick few-minute break. I've got a really dry mouth. I'm just going to make a quick cup of tea. And I'll be back with you in about 5 minutes. Don't do anything silly. Wait for me. Okay. Right, okay. What's going on? Okay. That's possible. I'd expect to get down here. If we can get a second entry short off here, especially at the bottom of this, that'd be nice, unfortunately. Don't know if it's going to do it. Just checking. Push down. Pull back here. I like to think that that's coming down here now. What we got down here? Yesterday's lows. Shame about that. I really nearly took that, and I'd have put my stop down here. I'd have got a few points out of that. Well, maybe next time. Okay, possible second entry short here. I'd like that, especially if it retests this. See what happens. Not a fan of that. It's a little bit sideways there. Just a tad congested. One push up. I'd have preferred another push up to here. And then I'm interested. Did you ban him, Lance? Who's that? Where is he? I don't know where he is, mate. I don't know. Perhaps he's watching one of the real traders. Who knows? I don't know where he is, mate. Who else streams? What's his name? Guy with the hoodie and the glasses. I don't know where he is, to be fair. He might be watching him. Or it might be he might be following a real trader like the panda guy. Perhaps he's learning some new skills from the panda guy. Let's have a look. Triangle once, triangle twice, possible failure. I'd prefer that tick up. I still want to. It's just not right, that really. Risky for me. One pull, two pull. I wish I'd taken that. I was so close to taking that. What really got me interested was 1, 2, the triple test there. And then the fact that you got 3 lots of long trades in, which is why it did that quickly. Would have been nice that. Well, I got that if I'd have put that below. So if I'd have taken that one, and I'd have put it, oh, look at that. I may have put it just below there because I thought the force of it coming down might push it below there. Oh, 5.75 points. Bugger. Why my country is being restricted to Apex. Where you from, buddy? I'm not sure actually. El Kamal. I'm not sure where you're from, mate. Where's you're Middle Eastern? I'm guessing by that name. Let me know where you're from. I don't know really. If not Apex, I'm pretty sure there are other firms you can trade with, but I don't know. Let's have a look. I prefer a measured leg really, and a bearish bar. So triangle once, triangle twice, possible failure. Now I'm not a fan of those. Let's see if it pushes up and touches there and comes down bearish. One leg, two leg. I'd prefer it does perfect. Now let's see if we get a nice bearish bar now.
Order submitted.
If that comes bearish, I will 100% take that. One leg, two leg. So that is a perfect measured leg made out. Right to there. Now come on down. Once, twice. Failure. Triggered. Near to Spain. I don't know. That's strange. I don't know, to be honest with you. I would check people like Bullanox, what's it called? UProfit. I've traded with UProfit before. They're okay, but I don't know why Apex is, to be honest with you. I don't know. Let me just put that back a minute. Yeah, so that is more or less, in fact, it's a little bit lower than that. It's a little bit lower than that. Let's have a look. Okay, yeah, that's better. One leg, two legs. Two perfect measured leg. Okay, so just one to go. Literally, the bottom of there is the measured leg. So, okay, perhaps we'll come in a bit higher to this. So, look, I shouldn't really put that there because it isn't officially. It isn't officially a channel. Just get rid of that.
Order cancelled.
This actually looks to me like a channel. A trend channel. Let's have a look. Okay. One leg, two legs. So we're going to end up having something like this again. Yeah, see, really the correct way to play that is to do that, I think. And a break. Two pushes down to a new low. It might be a bigger channel, but I don't know. North Africa, Morocco. I got you. Yeah, I don't know. Some countries do. I don't know why. It might be because of your financial system over there. Your banks don't. I don't know, to be honest with you. But I definitely check some of the other prop firms. There's bound to be some that do. Yeah, see, realistically, this just could be a breakout, a failed breakout of this range. In fact, I'm starting to think it might be. Let me just put that back and just check it's not going to use that as a... No, it's pushed above it, isn't it? Maybe a spiking channel is possible. That fits beautifully. Okay, so that might be a spike. In fact, let's have a look, see if we've got anything from Mac yet. Nothing yet. Unusual. Yeah, it's possible it could be a spike and channel. It fits nice. See what happens here. In a circle. I'll remember that later. You showed the 5 accounts yesterday. Were they live or demo? I asked because it's a lot of money to leave with a broker. One of them's a live account. Let me just, doesn't really matter here. One of them's a live account, the PA one, and the others are evaluations. Another one all due to go live, about $1,000 off another one going live. So yeah, one of them's a PA account, a live account, and many of the prop firms, but the fact of the 9% discount. Yeah, I'm sure Bullanox do 85% discount. I'm pretty sure they do. Yeah, I'm not. I've been with Apex now for about a little over 12 months, so I can't comment anyway. But I mean, I would go with people like, look at Bullanox. That's another popular one. I don't know if anybody else can suggest what have good offers, but I don't know why whether you come across the same problem. It might be the country, the financial system. I don't quite know. But yeah, I wouldn't have thought it would be a problem, really. What's the difference? I mean, as long as you've got a computer and internet connection, where's the problem? Yeah, Raj, anytime, mate. Anytime. Let me just going to remove that a minute. Because the trouble is, if we do have a break and we come down and I take a short here, it might be just retesting the bottom of this range. So far, I mean, we're definitely coming down, aren't we? See, we got the overnight lows here, which we've broken through, and then pushed. We haven't retested. We pushed straight back up. So I'd say it might come down, retest this, and push up, which takes me away from the thoughts that might be a channel. It just might be a couple of legs down. That's all. Oh, we should have taken that one now. The triple test. We've had this channel, say we've had a break. 1, 2, triple test there. You'd expect them to come lower. And the fact that we had all those longs in there was just a much more appealing chance of getting down a bit quicker. And look, it did. Now, I did mention it a couple of times that it may likely do that. And when I noticed that triple test, the only thing that put me off about that triple test is the EMA is still flat and that's closed a little bit above it. So I just... those lack of experience, nerves kept me out of that. But trouble is, if I'd have took it, it'd have triggered me and gone up. It's always a way, innit? Might go up and retest. It certainly could do, mate. We've pushed through now, so it may retest this low, the lows, the overnight lows, and then push up again. Or it might come back down. See, it is possible that this could just be a bigger channel. In fact, I kind of like how that fits. So it might come back down and it's our possible measured move. It could be, let me just draw it from this angle. It might be a bit easier. Let's put that there and let's put that there. It could be a spike and channel. It's possible. I don't like the fact. I would prefer that if we got a spike and channel to have that sitting about there, really. Which it fits nice at the back end, but the trouble is we've had a break. Now, to be honest with you, I can't treat it as a channel because it hasn't really confirmed it 3 times. The 3rd time you'd expect it's broken out of it, so that's telling me that it's not really a confirmed trend channel. So for me to go, in fact, it's gone up there, come back, retested that with a bullish bar, so I'd say it's likely going to push up, my honest opinion. And that's the trouble, is when you put a channel in here, it can get you thinking we're coming down when we haven't really confirmed it. So I'd say lightly we may get a push up, sort of retest this area. Let's have a look. I'm not saying it's definitely going to happen, but that would make sense. The trouble is, it's just dangerous to think about that as a downtrend at the moment because it's not really been confirmed. I'm not saying it's not going to, but let's have a look. Might go back and retest the open price. Yeah, you just don't know, mate. Yeah. I think the thing is, if a lot of people might just jump straight in and go, oh, there we go, there's a downtrend. Yeah, and it sort of looks like it does. But normally you go off the first two swings, really. Well, you will probably say there. So if you're going to draw that a downtrend, you might draw it there, and then it doesn't fit the backside. So then you probably go, okay, let's do it as a spiking channel, and you do that, and you think actually it fits beautifully there, touches there, a little bit out there, but really we've come from here, we've tested it once. It's not really a test because we've pushed above it. We've not bounced off it. And that's the trouble sometimes. You can get stuck into thinking this is a downtrend and go short. Now, I'm not saying it's not going to, but it's dangerous to do that. So for me then, that's a sign for me to say, okay, I can't go short at the moment because I'm not sure what's happening. And I can't go long here because I'm not sure what's happening. So it's a good time to just let things lie and leave alone. If things aren't clear, then by rights, I shouldn't be taking a trade because this could be one leg, two legs. Okay, look, there we go. There's our answer. So after that push down, then I'd expect this measured move to get hit. But there we go, see. So, I don't know. I'm a bit unclear at the moment. So that pushed down really quickly, and then we had a load of buyers push that straight back up. And that's triggered, so I'd be interested to see what happens now. It could be something like that. It's possible. Oh. Yeah, I'm just uncertain. You think it might be a downtrend, and then it comes down quickly, pushes up. But that's the good thing about reading these markets and learning to read the markets. You get better and better at them, and a lot of the times you pretty much know what's going on. But the times that we're not sure, it's really, there's your answer about taking a trade. So if you're not sure where we're going, then that's, that's a positive way of leaving, and not taking a setup. See, at the moment we are pushing down. We pushed down, a little bit of a correction, push down, a little bit of a correction. We had a push down, but we didn't make a new low. So are we now going sideways? It's possible, probably likely. Or are we just making a push up before we make another leg down? It's just hard to say. Up until about here, we've been ranging, but there again, you could just say this is a failed breakout. It's gone back in, maybe another retest again before it pushes higher. So then really, apart from that, it's only really touched here. So then you may take that down to there. But at the moment, until I'm sure we're not going down, I'm just leaving that there as a range. Just in case. But we've retested the bottom of this line again. So one leg, two leg. I still think down here now. So one leg, two leg. Let's have a look. That would take us close to our target. Yeah, push down, push down. See what happens. So I'm glad we made the right decisions in staying out of the longs there, because I'll tell you something for now, just the speed that came down, there'll be a rock of traders in there. Definitely some trades in there, the way that pushed straight through there. So we got that. We got trying to go low once, trying to go low twice, failure, which triggered and pushed up. And then when you add the higher low, in a lot of cases, we don't pick that when we wait for the higher low, which is confirmation. But then you've got 3 bars stacked by side, and then it pushes up and then comes down a bit. So then we got our low, triangle low once, triangle low twice. We've got a failure, which is triggered again. So you're thinking, okay, if the first trade isn't confirmation and the higher low isn't confirmation, the failure must be. But that's the trouble sometimes. Traders are thinking the same thing, and then you had this push up to me. Then I thought straight away, then that's a triple test. I wasn't confident enough to get involved in it, but I thought there was a good chance we were going to move quite violently, and we did. So at least I identified this area that was risky, and I identified it for a good reason. So at least my hours of sitting and trading are starting to pay off, because you know, it's okay taking really obvious trades and making money. That's part of it, but it's also identifying areas where you may lose trades. And so many times before, I've been caught in areas I'm thinking, oh, great, oh, hello, great, this isn't going to fail. 1 leg up, 2 legs up, I'm in, and then another failure. And in some cases, I might not have taken that. I've taken that, and I've taken the failure. So a lot of people will do that. I've done it myself. Got involved in 2 trades, and not only then does it come down and take you out of 1 trade. So I try now and not get into a second trade while I'm already in one. Unless I've come down so far and my runner stops here, and then I may want to get in here. That's different, but I don't tend to try and have 2 trades running. Okay, so we've got a failure there. It's a bit far from the EMA. I'm not a massive fan of it, although it's likely we're coming down, but I just don't like where it is. So that's a risky one for me. Very easy to just jump in there, and it bounces off here, comes back up, takes your stop out, and then drops in the direction you want it to. And same again, it's identifying places where there might be long trades. There may be long trades there. See, I do pay more attention now to traps. I don't get caught in as many traps as I used to, because I can identify places where they may exist. And that was a perfect example of one. Okay, new eye, trying to go on, trying to go on, see if we get a failure here. Possible second entry short. I'm still not a massive fan. I'm just thinking, let me have a look at this. Let's draw that there and then bring that up there. It might not be far off, actually. I suppose it's just good of a channel as anything, really. Let's have a look. Let's take it up a little bit higher. That'd be better. Okay, it kind of works. So try to go on. There's a failure there. I kind of like that.
Order submitted.
It's a second entry short, a failure. It's the 3rd time it's bounced off this, so I'm going to take that if it finishes right. For a push down to the lows. It's a second entry short. If it finishes right, it's a failure and a second entry short. And we're going down, and if it is this channel, it's constantly bouncing off there. So let's just see how it finishes. Okay, I don't like how it's finished. Maybe a little bit higher, but possible second entry short, new high, try go once, try go twice. I think it will come down. Let me just see if we can get we got anything from Mac yet, or is he not trading today? Got a funny feeling he said he wasn't trading. Did he have to do something today? Yeah, he did, didn't he? Oh shit. He had to do something, didn't he? Have his follow up, didn't he, from his operation? I think. Yeah, he had his follow up, so he's
Order cancelled.
Okay, that's fine. So I think it's fair to say we're on a range now. We've broken out of it. We've pushed into it. We've come back. We've retested it. We've retested again. So I'd say now, from what I can see now, we're working down. Unfortunately, it's not a good signal bar. I think I'm okay with that. Touched, touched, touched. Pretty good. Touched, touched. And we're clearly pushing down. No argument there. Let's see how this finishes. Let's see if we get a bearish bar here. Trouble is, you could have two legs down, try to go low once, try to go twice. This could be a reversal pattern. That's the trouble, really. It's. Let me have a look. Let me have a look at this. If I remove that, what do we get? This trend, haven't we? We bounced out, we bounced once, bounced twice. This could be a reversal pattern, actually. It is possible. Could be just one leg that obviously didn't make that full leg, but it doesn't necessarily have to. Where's Mac when we need him? Nick, have you got that drawn as a channel at all, or have you just left it like that? Just want someone else's opinion, or anybody else. Have you got this as a channel? See, it may be a scenario that there's some longs in there again, some longs in there again, and it may do the same thing. I'm not sure. I'll just leave it alone anyway, but nice to know someone's opinion if anybody else has. You haven't? No, fair enough. Trouble is, you can get a channel and move it and flex it around anyway and make it fit, can't you? I mean, this isn't a channel, but you know, if you wanted to, you could sort of make it fit, couldn't you? You could say, okay, well, I'll tell you what, let's put that there like that. Let's put that there. Let's put that there, and there we go. We've got a channel. Beautiful. Touched a couple of times here, touched a bunch of times here. You could see, you literally could get something and make anything into it, really, don't you? And that's there lies the problem sometimes. So all we've really had is a couple of one push down, a little bit of a correction, another push down, a little bit of a correction. So we may come down and hit this, we may not. Excuse me a second. Okay. There's Bitcoin doing. Okay, holding. Yeah, there's a bit. Oh, hello. Okay, new low, try go low once, try go low twice. So there may be some longs in there, maybe some longs triggered in there, so we may get that that flushing down again. That's why it's just dangerous getting in these. Actually, the more you look at that now, it's quite clear. One push up, two push up, three push up, triple test down. It's actually quite clear, isn't it? Yeah, it's gone slow, mate. Where are you from, Raj? Are you UK based, are you? So there may be some longs in there. Maybe some above there. I don't think there's many. S6, didn't we talk about this yesterday? I think we did, didn't we? Yeah, I think we did, mate. Sorry about that. Yeah, okay. I think we did. I did mention that yesterday. Yeah, it's all right. I lose track. Yeah, I got you. Okay. From what I'm seeing, yeah, it's still looking bearish to me at the moment, in some kind of a fashion. Interesting. Same again, possible triple test. Hard to say, isn't it? I think we may hit 4175. We're going down 4175. Yeah, you may be right. Interesting. Okay, we've been up here, came down once, twice, 3 times. See if that ends up bearish. Still a bit too congested for me to get involved, really, to be honest. Absolutely, Raj, I agree. So we've had this initial push up and then we've slowly made this sort of looping pattern down. So I'm definitely thinking bearish. So any trades I do take will be short, I think. But you just can't trade this shit, really. Who knows what it's going to do. We have had a triple test where it's pushed up to the same point 3 times. In a lot of cases, that would indicate push down once, twice, 3 times, we would come down. Trouble is, it's not very bearish bar, is it? Well, it's not bearish bar at all. If that was bearish, it may entice me into thinking about it, but it's just so congested. But after the triple test, I'd say it's probably going to come down at least to test this lows, but I'm still looking for this measured leg. It needs to get down below here, and then something like this. Okay, that's a start. So I'm thinking 2 smaller legs, something like that. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, triple test, exactly the same place. Unfortunately, the bar was naff. Okay, this is starting to look like we're coming down again now. At least to the bottoms. I can't see it coming down at the speed that this did, because I can't see where there's a lot of places where there will be buyers there, because it is so congested. We've not really had any good setups apart from that triple test. Wasn't terrible. It wasn't the best signal bar, but I can't see much in the way of trade, really. You may have taken that failure. The trouble is, well, price is bouncing off here. You just don't know, do you? So it wasn't a brilliant trade, but that wasn't bad, I don't think. I'm pretty sure Mac will mark that. It is a triple test, but a NAF bar, but it's enough to for the buyers to give up and maybe the sellers take over. So coming down here now. Okay, possible second entry long. Trouble is, it's down for me, so I can't get involved in that because it'll likely trigger you and then come down. It hasn't even touched the bottoms here. If I'm going to take a long year, I want it to push out here really, and then at least close something something like that. So I think this. In fact, if this finishes bearish, I'm tempted to get included in this because we got this high on triple test. See what happens, because I'm pretty sure there'll be some longs in there, and I'm thinking bearish at the moment. Let's see. I mean, it's only gone up about, where are we, 6 ticks at the moment. 7 ticks maybe. Should pick up now, yeah. Sorry, I was on the phone. What do you think about that? What was that? So that's triggered. I think that's a risky place because at the moment it's falling between these two areas, which is what, 2 for about 6 points. And you're halfway up there. I personally think it's going to come down and take those stops, and if it does take out those, that'll push it down, I think. No setup, unfortunately. Could be a trap seat. I don't like the bar sat right next there, full on. If you went short there, see, it could come down and tick you and then push up, and then you'd have a lower high. But yeah, see, after that triple test, it came down to the bottom. It wasn't bearish enough, I don't think, to send it lower. I haven't seen anything really bearish at the moment, which may attract some shorts. And I can't really see anything bullish apart from that one, and it still wasn't low enough to attract some longs. So, which I think is contributing to this little bit of up and down game before it pushes somewhere. I think if the market gets below there, that bar there, then I'm thinking down then. But you could call that a lower high. I'm not a fan of the bar when it sits more or less side by side with another one, more or less equal. It has triggered, but I'm not a fan of it. Now, if we pushed above this and closed below this bearish, the second entry short, that would interest me. I hate when it does this really slowly. I think that's where it needs to get below. Maybe here. I don't know whether anyone will put their stops below there or whether they'll put them below here. Okay, push up here, above here, sitting back on there, second entry short, that interests me, so push up. Okay, ooh, maybe some traps here. Second entry short. Also a failure. Risky though, right in the middle. Tempting. What's the bar? 8 ticks. 9, 10, 2.5 points. Yeah, I ain't doing it right in the middle. There's probably going to be some longs in there. Certainly some there, which are triggered. Trouble is, if it triggers this, which it has, that could be a failure and it might push up. Trap City. Yeah. Might just drop quickly again. Yeah, I ain't going short right in the middle. I'd say this is likely going to come down. There's going to be some longs there and there, I'd say, but okay, this might be it. Yeah, I think it's like there's going to be some longs there and there. Yeah, I've tried 4194. I've tried it before. Trouble is, it doesn't fit like that. You've got to go from there, really. That's the trouble. If you fit it there, usually you got to go from that next swing high, and it hasn't done really, so I can't at the moment. Just trying to think the best place to put this. I think it's probably there. Trouble is, there'll be some shorts there, some shorts there. It'd be interesting to see if this pushes up and takes them all out. It's I kind of like that. But I'm not taking anything at the moment. Yeah, I mean, it could. It's sort of a triple test in a way, isn't it? Boom, boom, boom. If it does push up, it may take out these and these, but it's been down for quite a while, so I just can't do it. As tempting as it is. Interesting. I did consider that one, but because we've got down so much, I just can't get myself to do it at the moment. Ooh, that's tempting. That's tempting.
Order submitted.
Could call that a lower high. See how that finishes. No.
Order cancelled.
New high triangle one, so it's sort of failure. It's also a second entry short. You may call that a lower high. I don't know. Yeah, it's risky, whatever it is, anyway. Trouble is, it could go anywhere now at the moment. We've definitely got a bearish day, that's for certain, for this second part of it anyway. There's going to be some shorts there, so it may push up and take them out. I don't know, it depends. But it's just too risky at the moment, trading this. Yeah. Yeah, the second entry long, you took that one, you got triggered out, you got stopped out. You may have took the higher low, took it, stopped out. You may take that short, it might push up and stop you out. You might have took that long, it might come down and stop you out. There's some loads of areas where traders are in. There's going to be traders in there, traders in there, traders in there. It's just risky. I mean, it may push up at the moment because we've had this triple test. Just it's looking bearish, but this just may take them all out. If it gets above here, there'll be some there, almost definitely for the short. It's a failure and a second entry short. Okay, that's pushed up quite strong. If it gets any higher than here or higher than here, we may come up and hit the top. We may push up. I did look at that, but I'm just not a fan of going long at the moment when everything's so down. So I just had to let it go. I'd say it's pushing up at the moment. The only long traders here, I think, are here and here. There may be some there. But I think there's probably going to be more shorts. Yeah, patience, you're not wrong, mate. I thought that may do that. Push down sideways, correction, push down sideways, push down sideways. I'm still thinking bearish at the moment. It may just want to retest these highs, one leg possible, two legs up. Just glad I never got long there. Excuse me, just for 2 minutes. I'm just going to take a quick bathroom break. Sorry. Okay, I'll be back. Just 2 minutes. Okay. So we're touching a bunch of times there, a couple of bodies there, 2 touches there. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, perfect touch. So this could be a failed breakout. Okay, so there's a possible fairly interesting to see if this triggers, touches this and comes down. I may be interested in a short then, 1 leg, 2 leg, we'll see. Unfortunately, no real setup. Looks like a bear flag. Unfortunately, no real entry. Second entry short, but it's lower than this candle, so it's just, and it hasn't made a measured leg, so that just adds a little bit of extra. Looks like it wants to go long. Just no setup though. That's frustrating, that is. Okay, so if you took longs there, you're out anyway, so that's frustrating. So this measured leg might play out now. Let's get rid of that. That's frustrating. It is frustrating, that. Damn. As it come down, yeah, you just can't take it really. There's no setup. Could say it's second and strong, but it hasn't. It's 1 tick below there, so it's not a good setup really. Let's move this down a bit because we've got a new low. Sorry, not a new low, just the way it's closing. Okay, I'm seeing this then. God, that's frustrating. When you see a big move like that and nothing. Ah, dear me. Two, 4, 6. Call that a failed breakout. Ride it back to the EMA. It's just risky though, I think. A bit more down. Yeah, I do. I expect to get down to here at least. I don't think. Yeah, I thought that might get back there, but oh, if it's second entry short, it'd be nice. Crazy choppy. I don't think so. I got no news up today. We do get days like this. I mean, this it's swinging nice. Unfortunately, there's no real trade, so you may have taken that failure. But the trouble is, price has been bouncing off there, so you just don't know. So that's risky. The only thing I can think of really is that triple test. We had a break once, twice, three. I should have gone in there. I was so tempting, but let's hope we may get a second entry short here for another leg down to here. Okay, see if this breaks. We've got to push up, break. Is this going to come straight down? I prefer to have a break, push up, and then short this. I'll call it a day. Keep my 900. Good on you, mate. Well done. Before I give it all back, absolutely. Yeah. Very respectable amount of earnings for the day. Good on you, Rog. I'll be here again tomorrow, bud. Yeah, good for you, mate. Good on you. Evenings are always much nicer, aren't they, when you've had a good day? Yeah, good for you, mate. Okay, push down. Possible second entry short. Oh dear. Do you want to really short that right in the middle of this? There's some longs there, possibly some there.
Order submitted.
So tempted to get short there. Yeah, I'm going to take this. Try to get on strike twice. There's probably going to be some longs there. Second entry short. I think one leg down, two legs down. Let's see if this happens.
Order filled.
Okay. got to go there. Let's see if we can get down here now. See what happens. I think that needs to be above there. Hold on, what have I done? Why have I got... I'm not sure what I've done here. Why have I got in there, that trade? I think I've just... Okay, it's not too bad. I prefer it to trigger. I don't know why I got into that trade there for some reason. I shouldn't have got... What am I doing? I'm not thinking about what I'm doing. Not thinking what I'm doing. Okay, let's hope it triggers. Okay, that's good. Thank Christ for that. Okay, second entry short, which is triggered. I don't know why I dropped it in. I'm not thinking. I'll tell you what it is. I've been watching. I've just had the Moo guy on his stream. He's just gone long there and gone stopped out. He's just taken that long, and he's just got stopped out. So I was listening to what he was doing. Okay, if we can push down here. 68. 1 3/4, 2.75 points, not massive. One leg down, two legs down. If we can push down here, we may do okay. We'll see. Try go once, try go twice, push up, break second entry short. It's a second entry short. It's not the ideal place, but we've had a break out the top and break out the bottom, so we'll see. Okay, shit or bust. We're either going to get trapped or we're going to do the trapping. There's going to be some longs there, second entry long. So we're either going to get trapped or we're going to do the trapping. Yeah, probably shouldn't have got in there. That's the trouble. Sometimes you've got to be on form. You've got to watch what you're doing. I'm in the lap of the gods now. Just lost a bit of focus for a second.
Order filled.
Oh well. Okay, so we're down 275. Not the end of the world. Okay. Okay, push up, break. Maybe we can short up here or something. So there's a double trap there. Some longs went, got stopped out. Second entry longs went, which are in. Second entry long. Yeah, might be a bunch of people getting trapped here. Should have stayed out of that, really. I shouldn't have jumped in the middle. Oh, well. It is what it is. It is frustrating. It goes up by a couple of ticks, take you out. Now and again, I used to add one tick, but in that case, it wouldn't have made a difference there. Second entry long. Oh, dear. That's a failure. There's also a second entry short. There's going to be some longs in there. Okay, I think here's our second leg down. There's going to be some shorts, some longs there, I dare say. I should have known better really than to trade right in the middle of a range. Let's have a look. Okay, focus. It is frustrating when you take a short, it triggers you, stops you out by a couple of ticks and then goes in the same direction. It's almost like they know where it is. Yeah, it's frustrating. I wouldn't be shocked, mate. I wouldn't be shocked. Yeah, trouble is, if you'd have taken that long, you're taking that short, second entry short, triggers you, stops you out. You're taking that second entry long, triggers you, stops you out. If you're taking that second entry short or that failure, it's triggered you and it's likely going to stop you out. It is frustrating, isn't it? It's like the market knows exactly where you are and let's take you out. Possibly some longs in there, see? They're triggered now. Could it come down and take them out? That's the trouble. It's so dangerous, isn't it, trading this lot? Let's have a look. Is there like a triple test there? I suppose you could call it that. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that's a triple test. 1, 2, 3. Missed the last one.
Order submitted.
1, 2, 3, triple test. No, I don't like it. 1, 2, 3. It's just too congested. No, it's too
Order
dangerous to
cancelled.
trade. Stay out of it. Let me see if I can adjust this to make it look a bit better. Okay, that looks a bit better. New high, lower high. Going to be some longs in there. Still like it, actually.
Order submitted.
I think. One, two, three, triple test. You may start to move down. I prefer to put that below there, because if break, 2 push up, 2 now. I try to go once. Nah, it's just too risky.
Order cancelled.
No. Forget it. Let me think. Shorts there, shorts there. No, it hasn't triggered, so shorts there, second entry, short there. So it may push up, take them out. So it's just too risky at the moment. Too risky. Push up, sideways, push up. So we've got the new high, try to go once, try to go twice. I think there's probably more longs in there than shorts. Okay, I'm going to take that.
Order submitted.
Because it's a low risk. Failure. See if that triggers. I think there'll be more longs in there
Order
than
failed.
shorts. Let's bring that down. It's a smaller risk. What are we, 68? It's 0.75, 0.5. Second entry long, there's some traders trigger there. I think it's a better option.
Order filled.
Oh dear me. No, this is going to push up, isn't it? And take everything out. That's frustrating. Oh dear me. Oh well. Okay. Okay, that's my 2 loss maximum for the day. So 475 down. That's a shame. Okay. That's it for the day, guys. I'll be back here again tomorrow. So have a great evening. And I will catch up with you all again this time tomorrow. Don't forget the 90% off finishes on Thursday. So there you go.